What's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. I hope everybody is well. Hope everyone's doing well today on this wonderful Wednesday. Should I say evening? Yeah, let's call it whatever. Afternoon. Let's call it afternoon. But yeah, Kunle, what's going on, bro?
I'm good now. Oh yeah, now my people. Let's go. Your dark skinned man from the motherland. That's my intro. Your dark skinned man from the motherland. We are here each and every time.
Okay, let's get into it. Today, there's a bunch of stuff to talk about. Just so you guys know, the timestamps will always be in the description, just like always. We have to talk about Saliba because this stuff with Saliba makes no sense. Is he staying? Is he going? Newcastle after him now, Leicester after him. Fabrizio Romano also dropping a bomb, letting us know that Arsenal are confirmed that they are interested in a certain Tielemans from Leicester, and that the Tielemans move looks more and more likely than ever before. Also, DCL has now resurfaced out of the dead, like the Undertaker. Boom, it just came out of nowhere. Arsenal are seriously interested in DCL again. Zinchenko, guess what? Zinchenko might force a move away from Man City to come to Arsenal. It's crazy, the world we live in, where Zinchenko is saying, you know what, I need to leave Man City and go to Arsenal ASAP. And then Fabian Ruiz, we have a boost in possibly signing Fabian Ruiz, and we're currently linked to a certain World Cup winner that could be leaving for France, from a French World Cup winner that could be leaving his club on a free. Maybe Paul Pogba, maybe somebody else. We don't know. We'll get into it. It's not Paul Pogba. Yeah, I'll tell you that right now for free. But yeah, Kunle, what rumor is the first thing that gets your brain going? What is it that makes you like you want to talk about first? What's the first thing you want to talk about? And people in the comment section, if you are one of the 10% on the channel watching this right now, out of my 10,000 plus 11,000 plus subscribers, if you're clicking on this right now, do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're new here, we cover all the Arsenal stuff, and we cover other clubs also on Thursdays and Fridays. But yeah, let's get into it. What are you saying, bro? What's the first thing that catches your brain that you're like, I need to talk about that?
For me, it's DCL, because I have a issue when it comes to that signing. And I do believe the way it's popped up is because of, I think he set up a goal at the Emirates on the last game of the season. I heard a couple of people say DCL wasn't even trying, and he got an assist and had a good game. But we murked them 5-1. So I don't know how much of a good game that was. For me, I like the profile that we're looking for in terms of tall, good in the air guy. But it's just DCL is just not the guy to raise his game coming to Arsenal. I just don't see it personally, man.
No, I hear that. You know what? Why don't we just get straight into the DCL stuff first? Since that's where we're starting. So the rumor with Dominic Calvert-Lewin came out that today. I seen it today. Let me just show you where I seen it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin interest has resurfaced. Arsenal in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and the thing is, we have been linked to him for a while now. We've been linked to him for a while. So the reason why this has resurfaced is because 2 hours ago, there was an article about all these different possible targets, and DCL is still one of those targets on the list. Now, if you don't know, The Athletic have done an article on possible transfer targets for Arsenal in the summer, and they've named Tammy Abraham, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Victor Osimhen, Lautaro Martínez, some guy who I can't even pronounce his name properly.
Gianluca Scamacca. From where?
Gianluca Scamacca, and then he's from Sassuolo, and then obviously Gabriel Jesus. So these are the guys that we've been linked to. These are the names that we're being linked to, right? These are all the different names that we're being linked to. According to The Athletic, these are the 6 strikers that Arsenal could be signing. Six, literally. Any one of these guys we could be signing. But realistically, I think the priority right there is Gabriel Jesus. So let's just go through the list. Okay. What do you think about?
Look, because the rumors are that we're looking to confirm Eddie Nketiah anytime soon. That's how it's sounding. I've not heard anything against that notion. So with that in mind, going for Jesus or Martinez kind of small type striker does not make sense to me. The profile of like a Tammy Abraham, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, tall target man, that makes sense. It does make sense, but it's just that Calvert-Lewin is just not the one. I see someone Riley Green talking about Mitrovic. No, bro. He's a championship striker and he's proved it time and time again. It's not a good fit for Arsenal. But Calvert-Lewin, I kind of put him on the same wave as Mitrovic. I don't personally rate him. The fact that he's English as well scares me because they always rank up the prices in those situations. If it was a situation where he was at the end of his contract, we could get him on a free where it's zero risk, I'd do it. But I'm sure they're going to be talking 40, 50, 60 million with the English tax. So for me, Osimhen or Abraham in that mode of the big striker.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think we're getting two strikers, but let's talk about Osimhen and Abraham because we just spoke about Dominic Calvert-Lewin a lot. Osimhen, Abraham. If I had to pick between the two, I'll pick Abraham. What about you?
They're both Niger boys, so for me, I love them both at the end of the day. I've seen Osimhen up close and personal. I actually went to watch him at the National Stadium in Lagos a few months ago. And the reason why I like him for Arteta's system is because he's one of those strikers that even if you don't give him service, he goes and makes things happen. And with the way, as you've seen how our strikers have kind of struggled under Arteta's system, he's the perfect guy. And people like Tierney with their good delivery, Saka with his good delivery are going to really benefit from having that target man in the air as well. So for me, Osimhen's the guy.
Okay. Let's just go through. Lautaro Martínez is the next one that we need to speak about. I don't think Lautaro is going to happen. I think Lautaro. Last time I checked, Lautaro turned us down because we don't have Champions League football. Something across the lines where it was like, oh, because Arsenal don't have Champions League football, he didn't consider us as a viable option. Let me just double check.
Were we that close in terms of talks of Lautaro? Did we actually speak to him, or was it just a brief inquiry? How serious were we?
Yeah, so let me show you. On May 2nd, the reports came out that we were heavily back in for him, and we rekindled our interest in trying to sign him. But because we didn't have Champions League football, he would not want to join a team that does not have Champions League football. So once again, the good old Champions League messing us up. So that is that one with Lautaro Martínez.
But I don't think we should be too upset with that one. Do you know why? Because although he's a quality striker, he's used to playing in a 2, and we don't play in a 2. So could he lead our line? I'm not sure. But because he's used to playing in the 2 over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, I don't know if he's the guy for Arteta's system. But I don't know. Comment section, let me know. I'm not sure, man.
Okay, moving on to the next striker. The next striker has played 36 games in the Serie A this season and scored 16 goals. Sounds like a good return, does it not? Scalacci. The thing about Scalacci is, let me just timestamp it. If you could just read that for me, what it says.
Arsenal have followed Victor Osimhen closely, but believe negotiating with Napoli would prove difficult, which they always are. Gianluca Scamacca of Sassuolo is also of interest to Arsenal. I won't lie, I do watch Serie A, but I don't watch Sassuolo. Let me not lie to you, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, listen, everyone seems like an expert of Italian football when it comes to certain players being linked to us, like Locatelli. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never lied to you guys when it comes to players that I don't watch and I don't know much about. I'll tell you as it is. I don't know much about him, right? So for now, we'll have to wait and see if there's
come back to that one.
We'll have to wait and see if there's any truth to it or any actual anything coming up in regards to that. But for now, he's just a target. Arsenal have interest in him. And you know what? He looks like a Granit Xhaka region. They look very similar with the. Look at this picture. He literally looks like a Granit Xhaka region in this picture. I'm not saying all of them look the same. I'm just saying Granit Xhaka and Scamacca kind of look similar. Do you see it?
I definitely see it. Yeah.
It's the hair. It's the hair, right?
Yeah. And the chin as well.
Yeah, it's that chiseled chin. Let's go to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus does seem to be the main target. Gabriel Jesus does seem to be Arsenal's priority. And the reason being, every article, every thing that's coming out saying Gabriel Jesus is the priority for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus the priority. Gabriel Jesus the priority. Gabriel Jesus is the priority. That's all I'm hearing, and I'm hearing Mikel Arteta is choosing a striker in Gabriel Jesus to be. Because he has such close relationships with a lot of the players already at Arsenal, and he has a relationship with Mikel Arteta. Rumored has it that this was the report came out yesterday. Let me just show you the Gabriel Jesus one. Yeah, it's an interesting one to say the least. You just want to run through it with everybody?
Arsenal's top priority this summer is Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal lead the race, and Jesus likes the idea of working with Arteta again. Arsenal also want to tie Eddie Nketiah's deal down. 5-year contract, 110. It's gone up now. 110,000 per week plus bonuses. They're also looking at Tammy Abraham. Oh boy.
So that is that. And so from the list of strikers that we gave you guys, who do you guys think Arsenal will actually sign? People, let me know in the comment section. People are saying Scamacca. What's that? Scamacca. Yeah, we don't want Scamacca back. We got someone here saying some Scamacca is the best option. Tammy Abraham, definitely. Depay to Arsenal. I don't think Depay is coming to Arsenal, guys. Come on. Ward-Prowse is another sneaky bid. You know what? I would take Ward-Prowse. Would you take James Ward-Prowse?
Do you know? I don't know. I understand his massive benefits are he's a set piece specialist, and we haven't had one at Arsenal for ages. But I don't know, man. I think for the money they'd ask for him, we can get better personally, because he's English at the end of the day.
I actually rate him. I actually rate him quite highly. Scamacca is a really good presser. You know what? Anyone can be a really good presser if they have the work rate. Don't you agree?
100%. I've got a curveball to throw at you, guys, actually, because I just heard it earlier on today. I heard, remember the Torino player Belotti, striker? He played for Italy in the Euros. I'm not saying I want him, but he's on a free transfer right now. Free transfer, target man. If we are going to commit to buying Jesus and keeping Nketiah, I just want to, like, if we don't want to spend money, I just want a striker that gives us a different option. Like, we can go long against, win balls in the air. I'm not saying he's the ideal one, but what are you thinking about that? Belotti.
The only Belotti I like is Belotti Rice. I don't know about that. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it simply away from that. But for now, just do me a favor. Just run through the options with everybody quickly, and let's see what people in the comment section are saying. Who they would pick. These are the options. Let me just show you one more time. Let me just show you guys the options one more time. Let me just I'll just go off screen. If you could just run it through with everyone quickly. So.
All right. So, guys, we got Scamacca. If there's any people that watch Serie A that knows how to pronounce that name better, please let us know. Scamacca, whatever his name is. We got him from Sassuolo. We got Lautaro Martínez from Inter Milan. Also a viable option. I don't think he'll suit our system the best, but a viable option. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Premier League experience. Tammy Abraham, Premier League experience, and proven that he can do it in another league. Started off very well at Roma. Jesus, I'm sure this is the easiest target out of the six. And for me, Niger boy, Victor Osimhen. For me, that's my number one target. But as you've seen over the years, Napoli are a very difficult club to negotiate with. If not, I'm pretty sure Koulibaly would have had a career in one of the biggest clubs in Europe by now. So, guys, what do you think? Scamacca, Martinez, DCL, Tammy Abraham, Jesus, or Osimhen? Who do you guys want?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comment section right now. We're gonna get. Please don't say stuff like Isaac right now, because we're not linked to Isaac anymore. People who are saying stuff like ITK stuff that we're linked to Isaac, unfortunately, that's just not true. If we were linked to him, there would be more of an inkling, and I feel like more journalists would be speaking about it. The Isaac rumors seem to be dead and gone at this moment in time. And
Fuad Farah had something very interesting to say. An option in there. We can get to that today or another day. You decide after reading it. There's a player in there that I would love to see at Arsenal.
Danjuma.
Fuad Farah. No. Rafael Leao from AC Milan.
Bro, we were linked to Leao.
I heard earlier before the season ended, right?
Second. Before we go, people are saying Jesus, Abraham. Let me just go live on TikTok. People are saying Jesus, Dan Juma. Dan Juma could possibly go to United. I don't want him to go to United. I definitely do not want him to go to United.
Said yesterday.
I like him. I don't want him to go to a team where he's going to ruin his career. He actually is a good striker as well as his physical presence. He in the team. Okay, defensive Man City plan for next season. You know what? I don't think he'll be at Man City for next season. Gabriel Jesus will most likely move to Arsenal this year. If he doesn't go to Arsenal, then maybe I could see him staying. But I think he will most likely be very likely to leave. Egal, would you take Rafael Leao? You know what? I would take Rafael Leao. I think Leao is a really good player. But my question to you is, he just won the Scudetto with AC Milan. Why would he leave for Arsenal when Manchester City are after him?
Oh, a City in for him too.
Yeah, Man City are after him. Could you just give me the time? Could you just give me the timestamp right now?
Who?
16:14.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Give you the timestamp.
Okay. So
if City are in for him, then we're not in for him. Then I'm hearing City are looking to get rid of Sterling this summer as well. So maybe he could come in as a wide replacement for him. You never know.
Bro, it's peak. If Sterling's leaving and all these guys are leaving, and we're looking to get players, and we're going up against Man City, realistically, it's not looking good. It's not looking.
It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah, the only team Man City lose players to is probably like Barcelona or Real Madrid. They don't really lose players to anybody else, right? And that's only because Barcelona and Real Madrid have the crazy history with those players. But yeah, let's go. If I tell you right now, Leao, do you know how crazy of a season he's been having though? Like, I would a heartbeat. He's 22 years old. He scored 11 goals as a left winger in an AC Milan team, and I think he can just get better and better. And the fact is, he is a traditional winger. The way that he plays, that can.
But he can also play through the middle as well, man. He's diverse, man. Baller.
Very much so.
Strong.
There's nothing negative you can say about the guy. Let's just keep it moving on to the next topic. Let's see what people are saying. Osimhen, Jesus, 4-time league winner. Jesus for me. Leao not leaving Milan for Arsenal. That's what I said. According to the Daily, Man City are interested on Mohamed Salah if he does not sign an extension. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. If he did that would be one of the Judas moves. But you know what?
The biggest one since Figo to Real Madrid from Barca, mate. That probably would be.
It would definitely be mad. It would definitely be mad. Let's see what Saliba news is going on. What updates there are on Saliba. So yeah, yesterday I seen some interesting stuff yesterday from Leicester Twitter. Leicester Twitter actually believed that Saliba was going to leave to Arsenal to go on loan, or no. They actually believe that they could try to do a swap deal for Saliba. They genuinely wanted to do a swap deal for Saliba.
What, with Tielemans or what?
Yeah, for Tielemans. And Marseille are on a mad thing themselves. Marseille think they're preparing to sign Saliba. They're literally preparing themselves to sign Saliba. But yeah, let me just show you guys what's going on with this. This right here, if you can see it.
Has Saliba got 2 or 3 years left on his deal at Arsenal?
Bro, he has 2 years left. So Leicester have discussed the possibility of doing a swap deal for Saliba. Now, in my opinion, that was never going to happen. But they can try a thing if they want. They can try a thing. It doesn't hurt if they try, right? Obviously, these things happen. Football clubs turn down stuff like this every single day. It's a normal, reoccurring theme where people try madness. People, let me know how excited you are for Saliba next season. But right now, we have a big issue, bro. Big issue. Marseille have made it their top priority to try to sign William Saliba back from Arsenal this summer. They are literally putting out everything. They have Champions League football. He's already guaranteed to start week in, week out over there. Arsenal have made it clear they do not want to sell the player, and he's part of the plans. But Marseille are doing everything they can to keep him. Are we gonna have trouble holding on to our youngsters, man? Because it looks like Leicester, Atletico Madrid, Newcastle, and Marseille are all after Saliba.
I hear you. Like, first of all, he's not going to anyone else in the Premier League. That's 1,000% sure for me. Second thing, for me, the only realistic option is Marseille because he's French. He's been there a year. He's built his platform for himself at the club over the last 12 months. But to be honest, we have all the cards. Like, it just takes a bit of reassuring from Arteta to let him know, like, look, the reason we want you back is because you're part of our future. We didn't just send you on loan just for jokes. We sent you to get some experience, be playing and in a less hostile environment in your home country, and then you're going to come back a better player. Look what if you'd stayed at Arsenal, would you be playing for France right now? No. But now you come back as a starter in the French, well, not a starter for Marseille in the French squad. Now, like, it just takes a conversation with Arteta to say, look, you're for the future. We're going to rotate you 3 centre-backs this season. If your form is good, we'll keep you in the side. Obviously, it's going to be competitive, but you are our future. And that should shore it up because at the end of the day, you don't go from loving Arsenal since a kid to then not wanting to play for them. It just doesn't work like that, bro.
Look at this. We cannot let Saliba go. Of course we can't. But Marseille are cleared to try to sign him this upcoming window. Reports are from Tom Cantwell on you guys know, a friend of the show from the Gunner Talk. On L'Equipe that they reported that they're going to try to get past the arbitrary courts to get their transfer ban overturned. And once it does get overturned, they're going to try to sign Saliba for around 30 million euros, which is about 25 million pounds. I think that is a ridiculous price. Nobody is going to sell Saliba for 25 million pounds, even if he was sold. Saliba right now, if he was a Marseille player, they would probably try to sell him for upwards of 70 to 100 million. So this whole thing of trying to buy him for 25 million is bullshit. Bullshit. It's not happening. But yeah, we're going to talk about all that in a second. What are people saying in the comment section? Saliba can't go. Saliba is way better than 50 million Ben White. At this moment in time, I agree. Boots in the house saying, yes, boys. Madison to Arski. I don't think Madison's linked to us anymore. Nobody's going to Arsenal. We'll have to wait and see. Abdul. Somebody here asked a question about Chelsea and Koundé. I know for a fact Chelsea would rather sign Saliba than Koundé if they had the opportunity. But when it comes to Jules Koundé, he's a good center back, good replacement for Rudiger. We'll have to wait and see how he does in the Premier League. But I think he'll be a good signing for Chelsea. That's not even a lie. Let's go. Yo, hi, Egal. Are there any particular links with you and what? Oh, is he asking to jump on? I think that's what he's asking.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, it's a closed show. Unfortunately, it's just me and Kunle doing the show today. But definitely do more open shows. Let's talk about what the Tielemans news. That's the main topic of the video. What do you think about Tielemans, bro?
Look, I'm not 100% on him, but it's the reason why I don't mind it is because of the price that I've been hearing, 25, 30 million, and it's a risk worth taking. And kind of the journey he's taken in his career, I like it. I like it because not a lot of young players would have done it that way. Because every young player is just in a rush to get that big contract straight away. Because if you remember, before he went to Leicester, we were actually in for him. But he was like, do you know what? I'm young. I'm not going to play a lot of minutes. Let me go to Leicester first, build up my reputation, and then we can go for a big club again. So he's been playing a lot of minutes for Leicester, played some big games in the Europa League, also scored a big goal against Man City in the FA Cup final. So he's got pedigree. And I'm hoping it's like when Ferguson bought Dwight York from Aston Villa and he came to Man U and did a madness. I'm hoping that sort of trajectory to happen.
Fabrizio Romano tweeted out yesterday, Arsenal are still interested in Youri Tielemans. The plan has not changed. He's a target for the midfield, but it is not an imminent deal as negotiated. Will take some time. Also, 2 other clubs are also in the race for Tielemans. He's going to leave Leicester this summer. Also, more people just reporting the same thing that he said. Comes 3 weeks late. Repeat the story. Oh, okay. He's taking shots at Fabrizio. Wow.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. But yeah, Tielemans to Arsenal, guys. What are we saying? I'm not gonna lie. The more and more we cover the Tielemans story, the more and more I think, is he better than Granit Xhaka? Is he an upgrade? Is he really an upgrade? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think? Is he an upgrade? And also, guys, drop kick that like button right now. We've been live for a little bit now, just over 18 minutes, and we have like 25 likes. That's amazing. But there's obviously way more of you guys in the chat than 25 people. We also have 69 votes for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and 67% have said no. So if you guys could maybe balance that out a little bit more likes in the like button, and also more votes in the comment section. But yeah, I put out a tweet earlier today, and I just want to know what you think. What do you think? Who is actually better as a footballer? Who's a better footballer? Who would be better for Arsenal? Because if we're going to be going from Granit Xhaka to Tielemans, is Tielemans that big of an upgrade? Is Tielemans that big of an upgrade on Granit Xhaka?
For what Arteta wants for that position, I believe he is an upgrade, because he wants someone that can kind of balance the little bit of the defense and the attack and connect them together. And I believe Tielemans is better than that. The only thing I believe personally, I know some Granit Xhaka lovers are going to hate me for this. The only thing I see Xhaka having better than Tielemans is his stamina. I'm a bit worried about Tielemans' stamina, because after 70 minutes it tends to gas out. But at the end of the day, that's a fitness issue. It's not a skill issue. So if that's my only big issue, is I believe a good pre-season with good training and a good coach, we can fix that personally. But I think it's an upgrade, 100%, and he can turn, because you know how the teams love to press us and they target Granit Xhaka for that press, because they know if he has a couple too much time on the ball. Exactly. Tielemans is press resistant, whereas Granit, if he's pressed, a mistake is bound to happen. The only difference between him the previous season and this season, is because Arteta had him a bit more advanced in the pitch. That means when he did mess up, it wasn't to concede a goal like it was on previous seasons.
Yo, we got a debutant today. What do you say, man?
Yes. What's going on?
Welcome
guy.
to the channel, man.
Said?
Welcome to the channel, bro. You know, every time I have somebody on for the first time, I ask them the same question. So, how did you become an Arsenal fan?
My dad. Yeah, okay. My dad's Mauritian. He moved over here when he was 16, and yeah, he lived near the ground, Highbury. So yeah, I inherited this good club.
There you go. Now let's get back to the transfers. Tielemans, bro, what do you think about him?
I like him. Yeah, I like him. I was listening to what you were saying, and how is he an upgrade from Xhaka? Like, for me, all day long. Like, for me, Xhaka, he's just been there because it's the best that we've had. Do you know what I mean? Available. I think that's why. Obviously, Xhaka has it in his locker to play, 5 to 10 good games, but he's always going to be a liability. At the end he's like that guy, like your mate that basically you roll out with. He's good as gold for 3-4 days. And then he's always liable to get pissed up and mess it all up. Do you know what I mean? That's Xhaka, innit? Really. That's my analogy of Xhaka. So yeah, Tielemans all day. I like him. Quite an all-rounder. What are your guys? What are your thoughts?
Let me just read this super chat, this message here quickly. Tielemans is a very good midfielder. Needs more work on his physical shape, because his technically he's very good. His price is suitable, but we must act quickly and get him. Thanks all the best, Mohammed. Big up Mohammed, man. What else do we have here? Massive upgrade. He can unlock defenses, definitely can. The only negatives is Tielemans' work rate. I agree. My guy, good vibes. Of course, good vibes only, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'll tell you this. What do you want me to call you, by the way? Do you want me to call you Boots? Or...
Yeah, Boots is cool. Boots is cool. Yeah.
Boots.
I'm feeling that shirt, by the way, Boots.
Thank you. I'm about to play football soon, innit? So I always put this one on, man. Still. Hold on.
I'll tell you this. For me, I was a big skepticism. I have a lot of skepticism over his defensive capabilities and his back to goal. But if we have a lot of possession as we do, and we don't have to worry too much about transition, and we have Partey behind him or somebody always protecting him, then I'm good. But if we have him and Xhaka in the same midfield, that's where I'm scared.
That's
No,
ugly.
forget
That's
that, man.
ugly.
That's nightmares every Saturday, bro.
Literally. No, that's ugly as heck, man. Don't want any of that. To be
No way.
honest, this Xhaka thing, yeah, I just need us to get an upgrade so we can move past this whole Xhaka thing. As much as he's been better this season, I don't want everyone to be clouded by this season. It's not like he just came here a year ago. He's been at the club for time. We need to move past that leadership. I don't mind him as a squad player,
Yeah.
but a starting 11, that needs to stop from next season if we really want to take that next step, man.
People forget he did fly kick Jota, man, in the cup. Do you remember that one? Earlier in the season. He did that. He had that in his locker. Do you know what I mean? People just forget quite easily. That's the problem, man.
You know what? I like Granit Xhaka. I'm a Granit Xhaka defender in general, because he does get scapegoated way too much. And it might be because of his history with the club and the fans.
We've not forgotten.
Yeah,
that's why.
But I think his interview he did recently was really, really good. And his interview was really received well from the fans. So hopefully he can continue to grow his relationship with the fans.
About that interview, for me though, if he had just added a sorry in there, that interview would have been perfect for me.
You know what I mean?
He was like, I did this, so what? I don't regret it, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you just added a sorry for throwing the armband, I could have maybe heard that. I needed to hear that to forgive him. He didn't apologize about the armband. I hear it. People are going against your family. No one should have to put up with that, but you're a professional footballer in the spotlight. It comes with the territory, unfortunately. That's why you get compensated with that hundreds and thousands of pounds to be able to deal with that sort of pressure. You don't target the legacy of a club because some idiot fans are shouting abusive message to you in the stands. Arsenal is not just the fans; it's everything. It's a historical institution, so you got to respect it, man. So I can never forgive him, although he had a good season this season.
Segue on to Zinchenko. Zinchenko has a lot going on in his life with everything going on in Ukraine and stuff, and he really broke down the other day. But of course, this is a football channel, so we're going to talk about that first. Zinchenko will be available to move away from Manchester City, and this is what they've said. Man City will have convinced Zinchenko that he will play more next season if they want to keep him. Both the player and Man City are considering the situation this summer. Arsenal thinking about firm interest. So at this moment in time, I'm hearing mixed reports, guys. That report is basically saying that Man City are doing everything they want to do to keep him. But yesterday, I also heard another report saying Everton are after him. And I also heard another report where he wants to leave to get first-team football. So Zinchenko to Arsenal, what are you guys thinking? Because in my opinion, Zinchenko would be a suitable option for us. And it also is Arsenal are very keen on signing the midfield, the player. And we're not signing him as a left back, by the way. We're not signing him as a left back. It seems like if we do sign him, he's going to be coming in as another option in the midfield, as a number 8. So what are we saying? Zinchenko as a possible 8.
I like it.
Midfield.
Yeah, I like it. I think, especially where you probably look at with our first 11, the most injury-prone players are Partey and Tierney, and the fact he can cover both areas, I think that's good. I like it. He's captain, isn't he, of Ukraine? So he's a good mentality. He's winner's mentality.
He's better attacking-wise than Kieran Tierney, if you actually think about it, with goals and assists and how he performed in that left-back part.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, no, I like it. And I think you spend reasonable money on him as well. Like, you don't break the bank on him, I'd assume. I don't think City demand a massive fee for him. So, I like him. Yeah, I like the idea of that. I think it boosts the squad well, because for me at the moment, me and Kunle was talking about it the other day, like, other than, say, when Smith Rowe comes on, every single option in our team is not good. As whoever comes in, like, across the pitch. Real talk. I'm just going to say how it is. That's how it is, bro.
Okay, that's crazy. I never thought you were gonna say something like that. So you think everyone, Elneny? You think Elneny's bad? You think all these
El
guys?
Neni needs his walking stick to get him back on the pitch at half time, bro. He's just always looking leggy, man. He's not the guy, man. Like,
Hey,
would El Neni
don't
get into a
disrespect
top 4 team?
L
Like, would
sideways.
El
Come
Neni
on.
get into a City, a Chelsea, or any of these top teams? Like, if we're striving to be back to there, you need to move from these sort of players.
To be fair, I think Elneny and Scott McTominay are on the same level. So
Yeah, but look at Man United, mate. Man United are like sixth. They're
Look at it this way. El Nene's there because it's
better than Ruben Loftus-Cheek, bro.
Yeah, facts. Challenge me on that. I heard people calling Loftus-Cheek Michael Ballack Part 2 before, and look at him.
Loftus bum cheeks, innit, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, El Neni, like, I'm not
telling you, bro.
Enough about that. Kunle, Zinchenko.
Zinchenko, for me, I agree with a lot of the things that Boods is saying. And the fact that he brings winning mentality to the squad as well, because that's another thing that we've been missing, like having winners in the squad. He's won multiple trophies with City, and just like he said, he shouldn't cost a lot. And I believe if we actually make an offer for him, we'll get him. I don't think it's going to be one of those back and forth trying to negotiate. I think it can be something done quite quickly, and he does add to our squad.
Boom.
Massive.
Just to let you guys know, right now 62% are saying no to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. 93 people have voted.
Let's get that higher. Let's get that to 80%.
Man, 62. Bet Everton, man, there, isn't it? Whoa, yeah. 62. It should be higher.
Yeah, I guess so. We're gonna get on to the next topic. Just before we get on to it, guys, we have 38 likes in the like section. If you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button. We have 87 people in the chat. You could definitely do a lot better than that.
Come on.
Yeah, the next one is Fabian Ruiz. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch the Serie A every week, but I've watched Fabian Ruiz numerous times. And I like him. I like Fabian Ruiz. I think he's a very good passer. He has a very good passing range. 25 million pounds does sound really good. Arsenal and United are interested in him. And for me, if we were to get him for 25 million pounds, he could end up becoming a bargain, because his ability on the ball, if he can handle the pace of the Premier League, and he's already press resistant, if he can handle the pace of the Premier League, then he'll be an absolute baller. But what do you guys think? Basically, he's rejected a contract extension, and at this moment in time, the only club that's actually linked to him is Arsenal. He said in January he's gonna wait until Real Madrid or Barcelona come in for him, but they're not coming in for him, so he's now kind of stuck with whoever does come in for him. And he's made his bed. He wants to leave Napoli, and the main reason why he wants to leave Napoli is because Napoli take part of your image rights, and he's basically not getting the same deal that he would get if he left the Italian league. So he wants to leave the Italian league full stop, because he can't see himself playing in another Serie A team unless Juventus come in for him, which they're not. So he kind of screwed himself over, because he had moves ready to go before, where he now waited, and he did a Timo Werner, where Timo Werner waited for Bayern. Similar situation. But what do you guys think? Would you take him?
I think it'd be. Yeah, you would. No, go on, Kunle.
I would take him in a heartbeat. Like I've been watching Serie A since Gazzetta Football Italia, Channel 4 days. For those who remember, yeah.
Come on,
and those are I didn't have Sky when I was younger, so the first football I watched for free was on Football Italia. So I just like naturally everyone picks a team. Juventus was my team, so I've always followed Serie A since then. The teams I've been watching this year are Juve, Inter, AC, Napoli, and a few Roma games because Jose's there. And Napoli, they're very good at recruiting. So that's why a lot of people are in for their players from year to year. You always see Napoli players linked with potential moves because they're good at recruiting. Ruiz is a baller. Left-footed wonder. I think getting to Arsenal in the Premier League will help him raise his game. And obviously it's World Cup year as well. Spanish squad's up for grabs. So you never know. An opportunity like that, you don't want to miss it, man. I think if we can get him for 25 mil, a steal. If we do something crazy and get him and Tielemans for 50 mil, that'll be freaking wild.
You know what? I'm gonna ask a comment in a section, but let me just hear from Boots first.
Yeah, I like the player. I do like the player. I feel like it's safer to go his ceiling is probably higher than the ones that we're linked with in the Prem. So obviously Tielemans, Neves, even Calvin Phillips. Some of these, man, I'll probably think it's a safer option. You probably will pay more though. I like Kunle's optimism about getting both for 50 and that, but you're dreaming, bro. Wake up from that siesta in Nigeria, bro.
That's
It's
why.
the
That's
heat
why
in
I was
Lagos,
gonna
bro. It's
say
the heat
this.
in Lagos.
That's why I was gonna say this. If you could pick one, who would it be and why?
I'd go Tielemans personally.
Yeah,
I know more about the player. I'll be real. Like, I've seen the other fella, Fabian, but it's for me, I would go Tielemans. I just see more of him in the Prem, and I like what he would bring to our team. I think he would be a good fit. That's me personally.
Premier League proven also. I'm not gonna lie. I would go for Fabian Ruiz based on the fact that I feel like what he's able to do, he's able to do same as Tielemans. He's able to score from outside the box. They're both press resistant. They both have an elite passing range. Tielemans doesn't add the experience where how old is Ruiz? Ruiz adds a little bit more experience with his age and the fact. 1 second, I think he's a couple years older. Am I wrong or am I tripping?
I think they're saying.
Yeah, he's 26. He's 26, and like, yo, this guy was captain of his under 23 team. I don't know who is he captain of Napoli? Am I tripping?
No,
No, that's Koulibaly, right?
I think isn't Insigne still at Napoli, you know?
You know what? Why am I even gassing him up? I'm just gonna say this.
Fabian in the darks, isn't it?
Fabian Ruiz, because I feel like Fabian Ruiz might have a similar like ceiling to Tielemans, but the fact that the unknown of him not playing in the Premier League, I view it as a positive than I would the Premier League proven thing. What do you guys think?
And you know, the fact that he's left-footed, so it doesn't really change Arteta's plan because obviously Xhaka is left-footed, he's left-footed, so it just does the same thing with better quality for me. So I want to say Ruiz, but if we get Ruiz, are we still gonna sign Zinchenko? Because
I think we're gonna sign two midfielders, and Zinchenko's one of them.
Regardless,
because as Bood said, he can cover two positions, bro.
You're right.
Right. What about this? Frankie De Jong. He's probably gonna go to United.
He's not going anywhere this summer.
He's gonna go to United, man. Unfortunately, he's gonna be the Pogba replacement. That's how they do business over there. They always get a big name to cover another big name that they lost. What about this? My targets are Fabian Ruiz, Milinkovic-Savic, Bissouma, Neves, Doucouré. What?
He's tripping, bro.
Doucouré, you know, Everton, man.
My man just put every name. Look, we're not signing all those players, obviously.
Everton won't do business with us again after Iwobi anyway.
After we got 40 mil for them.
I like Iwobi. I think Iwobi's a good player. They fucked him up.
Whoa. Serious?
Yeah, I like Iwobi. Remember, Iwobi, when he went to Everton, he was projected to get 15 assists that next season because the season prior, he had like 12.
Yeah, but he didn't do it, bro.
Look, you see the thing about Iwobi, yeah? Let's not put some respect on the Niger man's name. Yeah? I'm not gonna rain on the Niger parade. But what I would say,
would you take Lingard? What do you?
Never.
Why?
Never.
To DJ
Lingard, you know,
to teach us dance moves. That's it, bro. Teach us dance moves. Now the Iwobi thing. When we lost Iwobi, we lost someone that can carry the ball. We don't have a lot of ball carriers at Arsenal. That was a big issue. And he's good at carrying the ball. I believe
I don't think he ever really knew what he was doing much, bro, if I'm honest.
Okay.
But go on. But anyway.
I was just going to move it on because let's not spend too much time on Iwobi. Let's spend time on players we're actually linked to. We're linked to, what's his name? His name's Tolisso, right? Or is that how you say it?
Tolisso, yeah.
Tolisso. French international World Cup winner has been linked to Arsenal. My question to you guys is, would you be interested in him? He injury record, obviously a player who has not performed up to his level over there at Bayern. But you know what? Bayern just doesn't seem fun, bro. You come there, you just win trophies, you throw beer on each other, and then you go back. You go back to normal. Like life just goes back to normal after every league title, and it's like, I don't know. He's not 23. What? He's not 23. How old is he? How old is he? He's 27. What? Did it say he was 23? Oh shit, yeah, he's 27. Shit. That is terrible from whoever. But yeah, I don't know, man. Would you take him? Because for me, it's a no. Just because I think he's a good player. I think he would do well at Arsenal. But I don't think I think he'd be one of those players who constantly on the injury bed. What do you think?
We don't need another one of them, mate.
He's a free transfer though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I think he'll come up on a wedge of that. You always sort of then compensate with the wage you're going to give him, right? I think he'll then come on a big wage, and we sort of all got to a good spot where, you know, the Williams of this world are gone, David Luiz's, Ozil's. I don't know. I feel like he'll come on a high wage. If he's injury prone, I don't really feel it, if I'm honest. Just straight away, I'd rather take a punt because of the options elsewhere that are more stable. I wouldn't punt on it. I know it's free, but it doesn't really end up being free, if you know what I mean. Because William didn't really end up being free. I think, well, William was lucky because he did leave, but you know what I'm getting at, innit?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You see, Tolisso, to be honest, I don't want that. I'd rather take a punt on getting in a Wijnaldum for 2 years, bro, for his experience, than even look at someone like Tolisso, because he's too injury prone for me. He's not had since he's been at Bayern, he's never had a period where you're like, oh, Tolisso is balling. Like, we've never had that. He's definitely got a lot of potential, but there's never been a period at Bayern where you've been like, he's about to go to that next level. He's just always getting injured too early or doesn't play enough games. So
He's not good enough, says my guy. We
worth
spoke about Richarlison yesterday. Boots, what do you think? Richarlison?
I don't like him that much, you know. I think he's quite overrated, to be honest with you. I never really understood why Barca are in for him. I like that he's got that about him.
He got an £80 million bid turned down in January, remember?
How much was it?
£80 million bid.
80 million? What,
yeah,
Barca?
Everton turned it down.
That was a couple years ago, though, wasn't it? It surely weren't this summer because they've been
not this
strapped.
summer. The previous summer.
Yeah, previous.
Previous January. The previous January.
I've never really got the hype. I think he's quite wasteful, you know, if I'm honest. Like, I like his character, if I'm honest. He's a bit of he's got the arrogance which you sort of need, and, you know, temperament could be better. But I like the fact that he goes in solid and that, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's quite wasteful. If I'm honest, that's just my opinion of him.
I think he's one of those players, you like him if he's on your team, but you don't think he's that good if he's on other people's teams.
He's just been in the trenches, bro. He's just been in the trenches with Lampard, fighting for relegation. Got himself, I think, 13 goal involvements this season. Scrappy, can play left wing, down the middle. I said to Egal yesterday, if we can get him for 25 million, I'm in. Any more than that, it's a long thing, man. Let's not lie.
My guy's asking some good questions. He's saying, what do you think of Perisic to Tottenham? I don't. I don't. That's all I do. I don't think about it.
But would you just, Kunle, one thing, would you have Richarlison over Martinelli or like Saka even?
Okay, Saka doesn't need to be brought in any of these conversations.
Exactly, yeah.
Martinelli,
yeah.
Look, and my thing with Martinelli is now we need to focus on making him a centre forward. Centre forward needs to be his position now, because for me, he just doesn't give us enough on the left. He can beat a man, but his head is always down, so he's never looking up for the pass. And he doesn't even have the pass in him to pull it off. He can beat man and get into the final third, but if you saw, he's quite...
He's not going to be a target man, is he?
But he needs to be the guy running on to chances rather than trying to create chances for others. That's what I think. I just think he needs to bulk up a little bit and just work on that his first touch, so we can hit him and things can stick to him. Unlike Eddie, which moves like noodles.
Somebody in the comment section is giving me breaking news from May 8th. This came out on the 8th of May, bro, and you're telling me it's breaking news now. Anyways, let's talk about Ben Foster. Ben Foster has linked himself to Arsenal.
He's like, Ramsdale's my pal, mate.
Linked himself, you know, new ones, putting out his own rumors.
He's like, bro, he's like, I have a big enough platform. I'm going to link myself to Arsenal.
Whoa.
Ramsdale's my best mate. Let's do it.
Come on.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I think this is just BS. I think I would like to be Arsenal's backup goalkeeper. I don't even play goalkeeper. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's one of them ones. But yeah, let's just that was just an interesting one to play around with. Torreira, guys, do you know Torreira and Fiorentina, they have a weird relationship where the fans love Torreira, the board love Torreira, but they're saying to themselves they can't afford him, to the point where they've even asked Arsenal for an 8-year installment payment.
You'll
like
be a granddad
12
by the
million,
time
like
we get
12
that money.
million, like these Italian clubs are mocking us, man. Come on.
Yeah, 8 million. They were, but yeah, what are we saying? Torreira to Fiorentina. What are we saying, people? Would you want to sell him, or would you give him away for cheaper? Because at this point, it's like get him off the wage bill, or we have an asset, we want our money.
It's a shame with him, ain't it? Because if he was actually like not homesick or whatever, and just what was okay in the country, I think I'd like him. I thought he's done all right for Arsenal, to be honest.
Was he not player of the season that first year with Emery?
No, it was Lacazette.
Well, was it Laka? Okay, but he had a really good year that year as a defensive midfielder. So
yeah,
I was surprised that he got moved into that 10 role by Emery. That was a bit bizarre. And then Arteta
that was mad. Yeah, pressing from the top, wasn't it? That was mad.
it was just strange, man. But yeah. I like him, but I think it's like I think at the start of last season, he said he was willing to fight for his place. The fact that Arteta said no then, I just think there's no future for him at Arsenal. But less than 12 million after we paid 37 million for him, I think, or something. Nah, man, 12 million. They can come up with the cash. If not, we keep him. He's a great squad player for me.
What's his contract left though? How much has he got left? Do you know?
He signed the same time as Leno, so he probably has like a year left.
Because then that will take it down, won't it? Because that's why Tielemans, etc., all 25 mil. Do you see what I mean? Like,
but you know what? We don't care about Torreira. All due respect, he doesn't play. Even he doesn't play in the team if he's back because
yeah, no way. No, because he's a squad player.
He doesn't want to be here. I don't want players who don't want to be here. People saying Emery destroyed his career. No, his mentality destroyed his career. He doesn't have.
But if Emery didn't put him as a 10, bro, that probably helped.
No, he does not have the mentality to fight for his position. He's kind of like Anthony Martial. You can have all the ability if you want, but if somebody comes to fight with you, you buckle and you say, I don't want to fight. No, we don't want that. But let's go on to another Italian club don't want to pay money. so these guys just don't want to
allow it, man.
Come
pay
on,
the
man.
money,
These
man.
are mocking us, mate. Come on.
They're saying 12 million for Pablo Mari. They're like, nah, we can't afford it.
What do we
do? They're basically trying to hold us ransom because they know we don't fancy the players. They're like, boy, we can give you like 3 million. Yeah,
you know what?
Like, nah, bro. Like, give us the full 12.
The only deal Arsenal might be willing to do with Mari is actually very interesting. They have a right back that we're interested in, right? They view this right back as like a 20 million pound player, right? If they really view him as a 20 million pound player, then give us a swap deal for him because we're linked to him. We're interested in him. And if you guys don't know nothing about him, this is the guy. I think he's Argentinian or Uruguayan. I forget which one it is, but his name is Nathaniel Mulan. We've been linked to him before. This possible swap deal has been linked out before. Would you be willing to do a swap deal since they can't afford him?
Yes, because we do need right back cover.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? If we get better value on Mari, because obviously the way they're going on, they're going to give us like 2.5 million, isn't they? That's what they're trying to get away with.
Yeah. And let me just Google more about this guy so I can tell you guys a little bit more about him. He's one of those. He's another young player, 24 years old. He's a right back. He played 35 games this season. Injury record is pretty good. Also, over the last 2 seasons he's played over 29 games. He's an Argentinian international playing in the Argentina team right now, and this just adds more quality to our team. I think the Serie A, it might be a little bit of an adjustment coming over from the Serie A as a right back, but adjustment as a right back might be a little bit easier than as adjustment as a striker. Don't you agree?
For sure. And we need
ask Lukaku.
Real talk. He can't be worse than freaking Cedric. So boy, bring him in.
There you go.
This is what I was saying to you before. Anyone who's the option B, anyone can come in. I'm telling you. Anyone can come in, man, at this point.
There you go. Samuel's also joined us. Big up, Samuel. The next topic is interesting. Have you guys heard Roma are doing madness? So Ainsley Maitland-Niles is coming back to Arsenal, but they want Hector now. So Jose wants Hector Bellerin. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is good for Arsenal because Arsenal are gonna struggle to sell players. But if Jose really wants Hector Bellerin, boom, you can have him,
Come
bro.
and get him, bro. Come and get him.
Have him. Jose Mourinho wanting a player, but they don't want to pay the full money for Jose. Jose and these guys don't want to pay the full money for Hector Bellerin. They don't want to pay the money. Nobody wants to pay money for any of our players. So Hector Bellerin to Roma. What do you guys think?
What is that Barnett going on there, man?
That's how he is now, man.
It's perfect for
Wow.
him going to Italy. The fashion scene's a little bit more popping off over there.
Come on.
Like, it's a perfect move for him,
He's
bro.
made
Sam,
for
what you
there,
saying?
bro. Trust me.
Now listen, Louis Vuitton, the Louis Vuitton catwalks every week, bro. I can see him doing it in Italy, bro.
Come on.
Straight
So
up,
you
man.
guys, there's not much to be said. Everyone here would sell him, right?
No, the only thing that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense should be
100%.
Milan, because Milan has all them fashion shows, bro. It's not in Rome. It's all in Milan. So that's the only bit that doesn't make sense.
True. But it's closer to Milan than England and London is. So, boy, go over
He's
to
done.
Rome,
Bellerin's
bro.
done, man. As soon as his pace went, it was over for him, man. He bulked
And
up
look,
a bit, and he was done.
because for me, I don't like to talk bad about Hector because he's a proper Arsenal man, and in terms of, I believe he would have done a better job in the North London derby than any of our right backs, to be honest, because he knows what it means. But
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just believe it was just the end of his project at Arsenal, and we both needed to split up. We both needed to divorce in that situation. We were both unhappy. So yeah, big up
Yeah.
Hector though.
Okay. The next player I'm going to show you guys, we've been linked to him before, and he's kind of a wild character over there. He's kind of a funny guy. This picture is funny though. I couldn't find a picture of him running. I found a picture of him celebrating a goal and his tongue sticking out. But yeah, just be prepared. Just to let you guys know, it's a silly picture. Let me get it. Moussa Diaby, or what's it? Diaby, yeah, Diaby. So Diaby has been linked to Arsenal. They're saying now his price has gone down from 80 to 60 mil. Do we need a 60 million pound winger? Like, this sounds like Pepe all over again, in the sense that we're spending our money in an area we don't really need to spend our money in. What do you guys
100%.
think? Moussa
You could
Diaby.
save 20 minutes by going for Gakpo or Gnabry.
Yeah. Those are the only options I want to be drilled this summer. Gakpo, Gnabry as our wingers, man. Even though this guy's Diaby's a baller, don't get it twisted. He definitely can ball. We're just not in the market for a 65 million pound winger right now. That's just the facts, because we need so much surgery in other areas of our squad. We need to balance it a little bit. So baller though.
What about yourself, Boots?
Yeah, no, I'll echo what the guys are saying. I mean, when you have options like Gnabry and even Jesus who can play wing, like, you would be foolish to like be spending something like that on players. We really got to have like some good business acumen this window. This is what I was saying before, even going for like a striker. If you go for a striker, like, you know, Osimhen, etc., you are going to spend the bulk of your budget on that guy. But there's so many good options out there to be like utilized, I feel. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be spending no 60 mil on no winger. I like the player though. He's a good player.
That is the poshest way I've ever heard Gnabry said. He said Gnabry. Yeah, right.
Come on, that's how we say it over here, bro. Gnabry.
Sorry, yeah.
Gnabry.
Moving on to our goalkeeper. He's going to be leaving for about 8.5 million to Benfica, but Benfica right now are saying they don't have the money. But he has already said goodbye to the players and to his teammates. He has 1 year remaining on his contract, but we're already letting him go. Is that a good move for him, Benfica? And also, 8.5 million. Is that a good price? What do you guys think?
Can I say something? And Nat Phillips is being sold to Bournemouth for 17 million. We got a German international goalkeeper that was considered world class not like 2 years ago, going for 8 million. So like
8.5.
8.5 million. So he can't tell me Nat Phillips is 17 million. This guy's 8.5 million. Literally, we can't sell players to save our lives.
English, bro. Matt Phillips is English, bro.
English tax.
And again, bro, this guy's a German. This guy's a World Cup winner, German international, all of that. So
Is he a World Cup winner? I didn't realize he was.
No, he wasn't in that squad, I don't think.
I think we've killed it with, like, obviously he hasn't played, so that's just sort of like devalued him as well. And it's a year left. But I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I like Leno. I never really had any issue with Leno, to be fair, other than like how Arteta wants to play. It's not suited. Do you know what I mean? He can't kick, so there's no point having a keeper like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know what? There's nothing else really to talk about at this point. But people are saying Diaby or Gakpo. I would say Diaby is a better player than Gakpo, but yeah, Gakpo would be a better price.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are.
If we were City, I'd go for Diaby, but we don't have them type of funds there. Get me?
Yeah.
So, Gakpo.
Yeah, and then no, we would go for Rafael Leao. We would go for Leao. Okay, and then is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because when it comes, there is. I did a tweet, and I want to show you guys my tweet. Where does Arsenal finish if we end up signing Gnabry, Gabriel Jesus, and Tielemans?
Can I be
Top
real?
4.
Top 4, yeah, but where in top 4? That's the question.
Wait. You think this team? Let me show you the team first before you start saying top 4 and stuff. Because you might look at the team and then be like, you know what, I don't know. And also, does Saliba start for Arsenal next season?
It depends.
I
He
reckon-
plays Europa League.
So this is the team. Oh, sorry, Boots. Oh, this thing's literally trying to cover you. Okay.
That's all right, bro. No worries.
So that's the team. That's the team. What are we saying? No, we can't. You can't do that. That's the team right there. So you have Gnabry, Jesus, Saka, midfield of Odegaard, Partey, Tielemans, back 4, and goalkeeper the same from this year. So if this team was our team going into next season, could this team finish in the top 4?
Egal, can I say something before everyone goes? When we played this Partey, Odegaard in the midfield, right? We've lost 4 games, right? And those 2 games were against Liverpool and Man City. So even this season, right? We had those players. We didn't really lose that many games with them. So imagine we just, like I said, this summer is just depth and adding in just quality players to close the gap. But I think Gnabry, Tielemans closes the gap on the quality. So I say, I'm not gonna say title. It's like 2 years away. In 2 years, maybe. But I was like, now I'll say challenges for 3rd place, top 3.
I agree. Yeah, third or 4th with this team. There's goals in this team, man. Look at that strike lineup, man. I'm dribbling,
That
bro.
strike force is freaking deadly.
Jeez.
That's scary. They're gonna be shook.
Tielemans gets goals as well. Flipping Partey will get 1 a season for his 70 shots.
Couple headers.
You know what I mean?
But you know what?
Odegaard is a
Honestly,
magician.
I remember
lovely,
when
man.
we signed Pepe, right? And it was like we're gonna have Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe front 3. We're gonna score 100 goals this season. And
The new MSN, innit?
There you go. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Is there anything else that you've seen on the timeline? Like, what is this final that Messi and Italy are doing tonight? Like, I was like, yo,
you know what? I tried to get a ticket just to see Messi play today. I couldn't. It was
Where is it?
Wembley Stadium.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's mad. So I looked into it, right? This final that's happening, it's a thing that they recreated. So it used to happen back in the day. It hasn't happened in a while now, and they recreated it, and now it's happening for the first time in a while. And it's just like, I was just looking at it. I'm like, what the hell?
What is it though? Like,
It's
still
winners
after
of
that.
the Euros and winners of the Euros, they play each other.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That sounds like a Tottenham Audi Cup one, innit? Just bring it
You
up.
know them ones there. Well, all-star game loading, guys, in the next couple of years.
Come on.
I tagged the wrong person. I tried to tag Bukayo Saka. I tagged.
Who did you tag?
I think he sent a dodgy tweet, I think.
Yeah, tagging the wrong man. I can see there being a Super Bowl in
Yo,
European
guys, check
football
this out.
soon,
Check
man.
this out. So I thought I tagged Bukayo Saka, but it turns out I tagged Bree.
Big out Bookie. Big out Bookie. From
I
what's it
tagged
called?
Bree. And someone said,
Oh, shit.
Big up my Nigerian sister.
Yo,
Bookie. Big up,
I
big
don't
up.
check my tweets. I literally just put them
That
out
is
there. I didn't even
hilarious.
check them. Oh
Hmm?
my
Bookie, no vex, sir. No vex.
Oh, God.
Yo, how funny is that? How funny is that? Damn.
That's fucked.
You know what that is? That's one of those tweets, threads where you literally screenshot it and retweet it. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, yo, guys, this is it. Kunle, I'll catch you next week, bro. Because I don't know if you're gonna be free for the rest of the week. You said you're gonna be busy.
Yeah,
So I'll catch you next week, Tuesday, and then we'll do Tuesday, Wednesdays. That's the thing we'll do. And in Boots,
Perfect.
you're always invited, bro. Whenever I'm live, just message me. I'll send you the link if you want to jump
All right,
on.
bro. Yeah, respect to having me on, bro. Thank you.
No worries. It's good to have a debutant here and there. I'm gonna have a bunch of debutants over the next couple of days, but tomorrow I'm gonna do a big episode just talking about Saliba because the Saliba stuff is doing my head in. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up to everyone in the comment section. Thank you guys. Oh, by the way, just so everyone knows, 62% of you guys said Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's a no. So 62% said no to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's a good thing. I now believe this. I believe you guys are sane and not insane. Like some of the
It should have been like 75, 80, but we'll allow 60.
And you know what the sad thing is, guys? The sad thing is there's only 53 likes. Like you guys could do a lot better than that.
Come on, smash that like, guys.
Come on, like up the post, people. Come on.
Every single time. But yo, big up to everyone. You guys already know what it is. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. If you're one of the 1% of people that are subscribed to the channel actually watching this video and gotten this far, don't forget to hit that like button and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, with a special guest.